August the 11th, 2016. Just got in from the coast, guys. Had a couple questions I want to answer. One was, do I have any idea what may have caused that 5.1 quake in California yesterday? It was at 14.4 kilometers. It was in the wilderness, up in the mountains there. I looked at it, a closer image on satellite, and you can check it out. But it's 14.4 kilometers, which is not a deep earthquake. And the shallower the quake, the more surface damage. But it wasn't that big, but it was large for the area. Notice it was at the bottom of the Cascadia fault zone. Now, what did happen at that time, and this is always where I look when we see the quakes around the Ring of Fire, is that yesterday at 2:29, the filament started releasing. That was on the top left quadrant of our sun. It was in full explosion at 2:57, but it had already released. Now, coronal mass ejection can take a couple days to get to our planet, guys. But when you have a burst, like from an X-flare or from a filament release, you can have a photon or light energy release. It takes 8.2 minutes, or the speed of light, for that energy to travel from our sun to our planet. Again, when you've got a CME that's involved in this, that's moving off to the left, should not affect our planet. We'll see about it. The models show it not a large one. It looks very large here to me, but it is not an Earth-facing one, where I did the earthquake warning, guys, and had the 7.7 quake a couple weeks ago. So this is off to the left side, but there was enough, I think, light energy in that burst that created that tectonic pressure. It was within just a few minutes, and again, you only need 8.2. Another image of the SDO, and you can see the active filament directly Earth-facing that released. You just see light energy. You will not see the CME or the energy coming out from the left or right because it's Earth-facing. So we are seeing some of that. Another thing we've got, we're going from many days this year compared to previous years of spotless days on the sun. In other words, days without spots. That's changing, and we're not going into a solar maximum. Even in a solar minimum, you're still going to have sunspots. But this one's starting to grow, and it's near a couple of other ones. And you could put several of our planets into those holes. The other question was, what was, there's going around on YouTube, what was this object coming in on the right? We're looking at stereo A. It's on the opposite side of the sun. You can see the planet's name that it's looking at. You can see the Milky Way in the background. And you're looking at the wingtip of stereo A. It has solar panel wingtips. And then the left side, you're looking at the left edge of the camera as it looks back, again, opposite side of the sun. Here in this image, you can see the CME associated was not that strong, but it is crossing Mercury. You notice that? And the red square right there is stereo A. Earth is the yellow dot on the opposite side. So that's the view that we're seeing. And that has to do with the bright flares that they're seeing as you see Venus come into view, and you're getting a lot of lens flares. On the storm that you saw my report from the Orange Beach, Alabama, I drove back inland today, and that storm came back inland. You can see it now in the last few frames. This was about an hour ago, around 5:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And guys, this that's coming into Mississippi is going to move over into Louisiana. And I drove through this in Hattiesburg this afternoon coming in, and it was a torrential, tropical downpour. The ditches were full. You could hardly see on the highways. And look at the cloud expansion. You're seeing two different levels. You're seeing the rotation, which that's an amazing storm. Remember the video I did a few days ago? I said there's so much moisture involved with this. Is why I'm doing the video. It was called the moisture divergence chart that they were showing in the Gulf. Then you see the upper layer clouds, and they're building right into central Mississippi. And again, I drove through it, guys. It was rough. And all the way from Orange Beach, Alabama, into back into central Mississippi, there was a lot of rain down just off the coast of Orange Beach. And you're not all the way out of it yet if you look at these last few frames. All those large ditches and stuff were full. Some of them look like rivers and lakes. So be careful with that. And guys, I'm hearing thunder now from that storm coming up into central Mississippi. Now, for you guys that are not under this tropical low, tomorrow night is the peak going in through for a couple nights, and they're already being spotted in the last few days. But the Perseid meteor shower, this is one of the big ones, and we're going through the debris trail of Comet 109P Swift-Tuttle, and it makes numerous returns into the inner solar system. They're called Perseids because they appear to come from that constellation Perseus. But the normal rate from rural locations range from 50 to 70 meters per hour at maximum. Again, we're going through a thicker section of the debris trail, and this is one from last night. You can go to spaceweather.com, and people will send in different images, and right now I think they have a Perseid meteor gallery. Check that out, guys, and these are impressive. But, of course, here in the south right now, we're under cloud cover, and we've got storms coming in on us. But other parts of the world, or parts of the nation that are not, if you get any images, let us know. You can post them on Space Weather or just send them. If you want to send them, put a link on the comment section where we can go and check them out. That would be fine, too. But they're saying because the moon is not full, you're going to have good viewing. Again, going through a thicker section of the Comet Swift debris trail. And the moon after midnight will be starting to go down. And that's going to really improve the chances. But because it's not a full moon, it's not going to be as bad as if you had that super bright glare in your eyes blocking it. But the further you are away from any type light pollution, inner city, street lights, anything like that, the better view you can get. Now, I've seen these things, and they can become quite impressive. But those are, that's kind of an update, guys. I'm working on the next install for the New World Order series. I'm almost through with it. It's a heads up. Be safe. P.S. Guys, thank you for the rush orders on the T-shirts and hats. Almost half of those things have already been sold. They were ordered. They will be in 7 days. They will go out that day. So it will take 2 to 3 days. So in about 10 days, 11 days, guys, you're going to have the new design on the hats and T-shirts. I'm really excited about it. I think these are the best yet. Again, heads up. Be safe.